I think we're gonna be able to do it. I think so.
Well, hello there all you wonderful people of the internet. It is Wednesday, which means we are now halfway through our last week in this house. The girls are over here looking out the window at the rain. Unfortunately, my parents were supposed to come overnight to help us pack the pod, but it's raining all night, so we might have to reschedule for tomorrow. Hey, Rev, do you want to come in the living room and show off your skirt that your Auntie Crystal made you? Yeah. Come here. Can you do a twirl? Wow, good job. So Crystal, my sister, actually made her this skirt. She asked for me to put it on today. And so she's wearing it. Oh, you're tired?
Ellie can do it.
I think someone's sleepy.
Ellie can do it just with me.
Oh, can she?
Yeah.
Are you tired, Air Bear? Why are you taking a nap there? She's not Callie.
She's kind of like Callie Bell Daisy.
Why is she kind of like Callie, Belle, and Daisy?
She is kind of like one.
Why?
She is a lion.
She's a lion?
Yeah. I better go hide.
Oh, okay. Ari, are you a lion? No, that's not what we do, Air Bear. Ari, are you sleepy, sweetheart? I'm pretty sure Ari's tired, even though she took a really long nap and woke up not that long ago.
You're being so cute.
You're being so scary?
Wow.
Wow, you're so close.
You have to go hide.
I need to hide? Why?
You have to hide from the Revy monster.
I need to hide from the Revy monster?
Yeah.
Okay. You found me. I wonder where Revy is. Where is she? Oh, well, you're not supposed to come out before I find you. Okay, well, you can't just go back there. Found you.
I'm home from work. We're starting to get clothes and stuff packed for our trip. And the living room is a complete and total disaster. And Ari here was being difficult, and so she's been confined to Alcatraz Island. Oh yeah, you leaning back. Wow, look at that, Ari. It's like a throne. It's like a throne for you. You are looking pretty fly with the hat on.
This is a new hat.
It's because of this shirt.
Rev looks like a hipster. Oh, happy day. Hey, Rev, look over here.
I like the cactus.
You want to watch me dance and then you want to catch me? Okay, Arianna, you ready?
My turn to catch you now. It's your turn now. Don't catch me.
My turn to catch you?
Packing is coming along. We got the girls down for bed. Ryan had to run out to get some things at the store. I finished packing the girls. You may have seen this on Instagram. I didn't know if anyone was curious if I still use these packing pods. Back when I did the video on my personal channel, yes, it was sponsored, and right now it is not. I have no obligation to talk about this at all. But I wasn't sure if anyone was curious if I still use them. I use them every time we travel. Typically I only use one probably for each of our bags, like 1 or 2 of them. But I am packing for 2 entire weeks this time, and all of the girls' clothes, 2 weeks of clothes, are in those right now. So yeah, this is all their everyday clothes. These are their pajamas, and then this is Rev's underwear, Ari's belly band, and I think that's about it. And 2 little t-shirts are in there too, which they would have fit in here, but they're actually t-shirts for swim stuff, so I just put them in there. And I got some extra stuff, but I still have a ton of room here. That's the extra hoot and the extra fox. By the way, Rev did find the extra hoot this week. I wish that I had been able to catch it on camera, but we have had the clothes everywhere. Normally we hide hoot in one of the drawers, Aerie was going through the laundry and she pulled it out, and Rev then realized she had 2 hoots, and she ran into the bedroom where I was and she said, I have 2 hoots. And she tried to convince me to let her keep both, and I told her no, that this was not one that she could keep. And I explained to her, like, I was just honest. I just told her, like, you get this one when hoot is dirty, like that's your backup hoot. And it didn't seem to faze her at all, and she like quickly let go of having both of them, so she's been fine with it. Aerie walks around a lot, sometimes with like both the foxes, and like sometimes she'll have 3 of her blankets because we have 4 of her little blankets. Yeah, there's like, I think we have 4 or 5 of them. These ones right here, this is her blankie. So when she finds them, she'll just like crowd them all around her neck and walk around the house with them, which is kind of cute. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that I do still use these, and I use them every time we travel. They're, seriously, they're awesome. I love them, and I think maybe my coupon code might still work. If it does, I will leave it down below. This was over a year ago because it was when I was pregnant with Aerie, I believe. So I'm not sure if it still does, but if it does, I will link it down below for you. I think it was like 10% off or something. So it's definitely a disaster zone, but like we have a whole other box of kids' clothes that don't fit anymore, so we're gonna get rid of those. That's like all of our clothes, all the girls' clothes that we're keeping, but that we're not like gonna have for the 2 weeks. Like most of the kitchen is packed up. We have probably like maybe 1 more box of stuff I think that we may have to do. We have a lot of dishes we have to do from today. And right now I am in here, and I'm gonna pack up the rest of like the homeschool stuff that I kept out. There's just like a few odds and end toys. We're gonna live real minimally with toys the next couple days. Yeah, and oh, I don't think we told you, all the smoke detectors are out again. Yes, they are all out again because they went off, and there's something wrong with the system here. When one goes off, they all go off, but for whatever reason, the hall one is supposed to be like the main one. If you press and hold that one, it's supposed to shut them all off. It doesn't. It used to, and I've tried telling them several times that like it doesn't work, and they like keep trying to tell me like, oh, you know, you need to do this. I'm like, whatever, I do this every time. And the only way they'll stop, like you can try pressing the other ones, it doesn't work. The only way it will stop is if we take them all out. And every time they go off, it's an entire process getting Revelynne to be okay with putting it back in her room again. So with her sensory stuff. We're leaving in 2 days though, so we'll just put them in before we leave and be done with it. And I was gonna show you guys, Katie actually gave me a bunch of some of her Usborne books that she didn't use. Someone asked recently if I was still an Usborne distributor. I am, but they like moved the system back, and I have to figure out how to find my new link again. If I can figure it out, I'll link it down below. I never joined to like actively build or anything, which is why some of you might be like, what? How come you never talk about it? I signed up because it was just cheaper, because I planned to use the books for homeschooling and stuff, so that was why I signed up for it. But if I can find the link, because they changed it, like I said, if I can find it, I will relink it down below. But Rev, Aerie, and I read out of this Farmyard Tales one yesterday, and she loved it. And then there's Ted and Friends, just super cute. And then Raccoon on the Moon. And I just love the illustrations of all the Usborne books. I just think they're awesome. And Rev loves this one. This is the one that, if you saw my Instagram, she fell asleep in the car reading it. But it helps them learn to tell the time, and they move the little hands to match. Pretty cool. Did you see Aerie right? Aerie, come here. She brought me those, and I tried putting one in her hair because obviously like she doesn't have enough hair to do pigtails. And she insisted she needed both, so I just stuck the bottom one in the back, and now she looks like a little 80s rocker chick.
Heyo, home from work, and Ariana and Rev just ran out to get some pizza for dinner. Tim and Tammy are coming over to help us get the pad. Why do I keep wanting to say the pad popped? Oh, Aerie. Nope, this is not a toy. This is not a toy, let go. Thank you. Coming over to help us get the pod packed. And yeah, our house is a complete and total disaster, which is expected. I mean, we're moving, come on people. But we're actually making some good headway. We got a lot of boxes packed last night. We've been getting stuff done. I think we're gonna be able to do it. I think so. And there's still everything outside. And I still have to mow. And yeah. Cloud's being packed. We're doing good on that front. Aerie's room is totally empty besides the pack-and place she is currently sleeping in, or trying to sleep in, and the lamp. Ariana is getting Rev's room cleaned out a bit, it looks like. Hey Rev, you doing good? You're such a good cleaner-upper. And we've got this big old box that's got, that big old box needs some bubble wrap. Bubble wrap.
It's a little bit while later, my parents just left. We're exhausted. I was just inside packing up random boxes of stuff while they were packing the pod. I'm like, yeah, well, see, like, it's a big mess, but half of it, more than half of this is going, like, to be donated. I think it's less scary than it looks.
Yeah.
The thing that's gonna be the longest is the kitchen, but I did all the dishes, so now all the dishes are clean. So yay, that's good. I think I'm like mostly exhausted because Rev and Aerie got sick the last like 2 days, and last night they were both up from like 2 to 4 a.m. And Rev woke up once and complained that her ear hurt, and the next time it was her throat hurt. And Aerie just was miserable and nothing would make her happy and go to sleep. So last night was rough.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Which isn't helping. My normally perfect sleeping children are not perfect during one of the most stressful weeks, which is difficult. You know, it would be odd if that didn't happen. So, but I'm hoping that they get a little bit better by Saturday, because I don't want to like shove them in a house with Leah and Micah and get them sick. Katie, if you're watching, I'm sorry, my kids have colds. But in past, she's never cared, so I don't think it will really matter. But I know that when Micah and Leah tend to get colds, they usually get fevers too, and so that's what I'm worried about, because they seem to get a little sicker than the girls do. They don't usually get fevers or anything.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think we're gonna end it here though. I even have to edit this, but I don't even think I'm gonna be able to keep my eyes open, but I'm probably gonna have to edit tomorrow. And somehow also keep my children entertained tomorrow in this house that there's barely any toys, and it's completely like a disaster, and toddlers are gonna wanna get in everything.
It'll look a lot better by the time I go to bed.
We hope that you guys enjoyed it, and we hope that you're enjoying watching this new journey that we're on. We're super excited, really stressed right now, but we're also excited.
Yes.
And starting this Saturday, we're gonna be on vacation, which is gonna be nice. I think that'll be nice to have like just a break, a vacation break before like the big move. And I'm really glad we have it right before we can like spend a lot of time with Ryan's family.
Yeah. If you enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button if you're new and you want to continue to see this crazy journey that we're going on. And
as always, we will see your wonderful faces on
tomorrow.
Monday.
Oh, on Monday.
Bye.
Bye.